Hey there, this is Ryan, and I'm excited to introduce to you a new thing in PraiseCharts called ChordShark. ChordShark is a way that we are able to offer chord charts that are fully dynamic so that you can control how you customize them and modify them and make them work for your church. So there's two ways that you can find ChordShark arrangements inside PraiseCharts. ChordShark is fully powered by PraiseCharts, developed by our team, so it's part of the same system, even though it has its own brand. You'll find these arrangements noted with a little plus sign. That indicates that there are premium chord charts throughout our system, wherever that plus sign shows up. And if you go to a song detail page, the first type of place that you can see them show up is on the Chords and Lyrics tab. This is a new tab. So here we've got the song Our God. You can see the full arrangement. I, in this account, have purchased this one, so I'm not seeing a preview version. I'm seeing the full one. Got a number of tabs here, which I will explain later on. There's a download tab. These are all the different formats that you can download this file as. Many different viewing options to make the chart longer or shorter based on how much information you need. Change it to any key and any capo position. You can edit it. I will show you more about that later, and there's also a help file. So if you want to get to the chords and lyrics and see the chord chart right inside this song detail page, you can do that. Then the other option is that if you are on a download tab or in other places in the site where you see the word chord chart or a download tab, you can click on that, or you can also click on ChordShark up here, and you will open the ChordShark Viewer. Here's what the viewer looks like, and same kind of thing. The only difference here is that there's an extra tab called Songs, and that gets you to not just this song, Our God, or whatever song you happen to be on. You can actually get to any of the more than 1,100 songs that we have arrangements for in this format. So I'm going to take you down through the different menu items here and show you exactly what they do. This is a list of songs which you can see they are auto-sorted by popularity. So these are some of the most popular songs being downloaded right now from PraiseCharts. Already Christmas songs are starting to pop into the list. If I want to see songs just by Chris Tomlin, I can click on Chris Tomlin. If I want to go back to PraiseCharts and say I like the chord chart for I Lift My Hands, but I've got other band members and they also need charts, so I click on that icon right there. Here I am back at I Lift My Hands. There's the chart for that. Here you can see a version where I don't actually own it, so I have to put it in the cart and then purchase it, and before I purchase it, all I can see is a preview version of that arrangement. Well, let's go back to the ChordShark Viewer, clicking on that, and I'm at I Lift My Hands, but I'm actually going to go to a song that I own. So let's do Our God. Most people know that song, and that could be fairly familiar. So let's start with the download tab and see the different options here. The first couple are PDFs. Chord Chart 1 is a single column PDF that you can download. It's going to download just in a couple minutes here, and then I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. So here it is in your screen. You can see that it's single column, really nicely laid out, easy to read, but pretty much takes the better part of a page and a half. That's okay if you're okay with a song being on 2 pages. It's nicely spread out, and so that's your chord chart 1. The next format is chord chart 2, which is 2 columns. So the system dynamically breaks the thing down into narrower columns, and you can see what that looks like. You may have a preference of one or the other for all the songs, or depending on the song, you can decide what format you want. In this case, it does make the chart a lot smaller, but you still get a little bit of it at the end of the beginning of the second page. But same basic content, it's just that all of the lines have been very intelligently broken. So you don't have awkward line breaks and things like that. We've put a lot of care into that. You could download the chord chart as a pure text file, as a chord pro file, as a lyrics PDF. This is good if your vocalist wants the entire song on one page as a reference. Good for worship practice or something like that. There you go. One page. There's the lyrics of the song. A user format is more of a data entry conversion so that you can put the song into other presentation software. Overhead, I'm imagining not very many of you use overheads anymore, but the format, there's no better way to describe it than overhead. And basically it's just big lyrics, not a lot of extras, there's no headers. We made the chorus italics. If you have an overhead projector, God bless you with that machine. If you don't, your vocalist might like a format like this. You can just put it on the music stand, the light is dim, all that kind of stuff, and you'll be able to make good use of that format. One more is PowerPoint. If I select PowerPoint, it's going to download a file, and I'm going to be able to upload it, and it's going to look something like this. Very unformatted. But what I do is a little trick. We give you instructions on how to do this. You go to Slide Theme, From File, pick out this little file that we have prepared for you called ChordShark PowerPoint Template, POT or POTX. Apply that. Boom, the whole thing formats. Really nice line breaks, bold with black text. Now you can go ahead and edit that template to get the font to change or the background to change or whatever. We just give you a really great starting point. So that's PowerPoint. All of those formats are stemming from this one common file. Even the chord the chord diagrams here, they all just pick off of that. So let's look at View. We've got Show Chords, so you can show the chords on and off. If you want to just see the lyrics, you can click on that. Show Chord Diagrams. I showed you the chord diagrams here at the bottom. So this basically looks for every chord that exists in the song and shows you how to play it. We've got more than 25,000 guitar chord diagrams in our system, so most likely everything that you can think of will be somehow demonstrated so that you can play it. Show repeated chords. Well, that's a system where, for example, in verse 1 and verse 2 of this song, let's say that this wasn't a G sharp minor over B, but it was a G minor over B, and both verse 1 and 2 had the same chord progression, which you can see they pretty close to have, but they don't exactly. If they did have it, and I selected to not show repeated chords, then the system would recognize that and only show the lyrics for verse 2. So what the system is looking for is anything else that's a verse or anything else that's a chorus that has the same chord progression, and if it does find that, then it's only going to show lyrics the second time. Why would you want that? Only if you wanted to get that arrangement to actually fit on one page. Those are a few tricks that you can apply. Showing repeated lyrics is automatically off. If you had it on, then here where it says that after the instrumental you got to sing verse 2 and then you got to go to chorus 1 2 times. Well, we don't put the entire section in there because that just takes up a lot of space. We're trying to preserve space. But if you were like, look, I'm getting lost, I can't follow this chart, you can select to show everything, and then it would put verse 2 in there, and then it would put for chorus 1, and it would show the whole song top to bottom. So it's up to you how you want to use it. Key obviously shows you or gives you the opportunity to change the song into any key. The original key, usually the key that the recording is in, is starred like that. We also have Nashville numbers, which is a format that converts all of the chords to a number system. It's a way so that you can basically play the song in any key just using these numbers. If I'm in the key of F, then I know that 1 is F and 6 minor is a D minor. If I'm playing the song in the key of A, then 1 is an A and C sharp minor is a 6 minor. So if you can think on your toes that quickly and know all the different scales of your key, you could take this one chart and be able to play in any key. That's why people like Nashville numbers, and if you like it, you can use it. Of course, there's no capo position available for Nashville numbers because you're not going to change the key of that. But if I'm back to the key of B, I've got several different capo options that I can use. So I want to put it to the 4th fret, playing in the key of G. I'm still singing in the key of B, so the song is still in the key of B, but I'm on the 4th fret playing in the key of G. So that happens to be, if you play the song in your church and you don't know about this capo position, that is a great way to play this song. It just gives you a nice, clear, crisp, clean, bright chords. Really fun song to play. So that's that. Now I'm going to show you this edit mode. I think you're going to love this because this is where you can really start customizing the song to meet the needs of your specific church. There's 2 ways to view an edit mode. One is called Chords over Text, and another is called Chord Pro. The difference with Chord Pro is it basically puts the chords in line with the lyrics, and Chords over Text puts the chords over the text. You edit it in the way that you want, then you can save it, and that creates your own personal version of this song. You'll have a version history that will show up here with notes of any edits that you've made. It won't affect anybody else's view of this song. So if you like to do this song, Our God, and you don't like to do verse 2, or you like to do verse 2 twice, or you don't want to do the bridge, or you do the instrumental a little bit different or something, don't use it to go and like change the lyrics of the song or change the nature of the song, but just the arrangement of the song. If you want to customize it a little bit, you can do that as long as you're following copyright laws. Those are your responsibility. So that's a great option, allows you to do exactly what you want with the song, and it creates your own customized version. You can always revert back to the public version if you want, so you can never mess anything up. Then there's a help file. Everything I'm talking to you about today is all documented here. You can print out this file and read it to get familiar. It's not that complicated. By the time you view this, there's going to be other options under the help file that allow you to see how to download the PowerPoint template that we talked about, the terms of use, and other things like that. Basically, that is ChordShark. We've worked very hard on this for a lot of months. We're very proud of how this whole system works, and we're planning to take it from 1,000 to 2,000 and more, and have a lot of arrangements available and fully integrated into PraiseCharts. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope this really helps your ministry.